Hey, welcome to iFlip for Math Mathcast, lesson 12-3, perimeter. I'm Mrs. Gooding, and our quote tonight is by a really cool architect named Frank Lloyd Wright. He built a lot of houses in Arizona, which I just loved those houses. You might want to grow up and be an architect too after you see some of this. He said, an architect's most useful tools are an eraser at the drafting board and a wrecking bar at the site. And that's kind of like a mathematician. We make lots of mistakes, so we use our eraser to fix it. And if you go on to be an architect and you actually build a building using your mathematical numbers and things, you may have to tear some stuff down and start over. That's okay. Frank Lloyd Wright can do it, so can we. Our learning goal today is to find the perimeter of polygons, and that house is called the Falling Waters house. And you can see how the water just seems to come right out of the house. But that's probably my favorite. I just wanted to show you some blueprints of house plans and buildings that Frank Lloyd Wright designed. You can see that there's a lot of area and perimeter and looking at square units and things like that in architectural design. So the stuff we're using is stuff that you might actually end up using if you become an architect someday, or even if you just move furniture into a new house. Our learning goal today is to use the formula for perimeter to find the perimeter of a polygon. We're also going to find the perimeter by adding up the lengths of all the sides, and we use the symbol capital P to represent perimeter. And there's a picture, another picture of a house that he designed in Arizona, and that's him and his wife, and I like that picture of him smiling. I've got a cold, sorry. Here is a picture of him in front of a design of one of his crazy houses. You can see the blueprints for the house actually out on the table and the picture of it behind him. Perimeter P, that's our vocabulary, perimeter. When we say perimeter, I want you to think side, 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 because we're going to add up all of the sides. The distance around the outside of any polygon. The formula is a rule that uses symbols, and that tells us how to solve it. We've used a little bit of formula work before. In this case, perimeter, P, equals side plus side plus side plus side, because we're doing squares and rectangles. Here's our first example. In this example, we have a trapezoid. It's definitely an unusual looking trapezoid, but it is nonetheless. It has two sets of opposing parallel lines. They have given us the length of each of the sides, and so to find the perimeter, we would add up the lengths of all the sides. So you can see down there, I added 15 plus 17 and 5/10 plus 7 plus 19, and I got 58 and 5/10 centimeters. So since we're just doing the length, we're only measuring the first dimension. You know there's three dimensions, first, second, and one dimension, two-dimensional, and three-dimensional. And one-dimensional is just a line. So when we're measuring the line that goes around, it's almost like if we put a fence around a garden shaped like that. We're measuring the length of the fence, or the distance around the garden. Here's our second example. In this example, they don't give us the length of all of the sides. We see that our long side, or our length, is 8 feet, and our width is 4 feet. We have to assume that the opposite side is going to be the same length in a rectangle, and that the opposite side width is going to be 4 feet also. So we can add 8 plus 8, that's the two lengths, and then 4 plus 4, which is the two widths, and we get 24 feet. So now we're going to do some practice. There's some more cool designs that he did, and a rectangle that we're going to do. Find the perimeter for a rectangle where the length is 48 centimeters and the width is 12 centimeters. If you don't remember what to do here, go back to that second practice problem, the second example problem, and see what we did. Remember, this is going to be a rectangle, so the long side would be 48 and the short side, or the width, would be 12. Go ahead and use your perimeter formula to figure out what that will be, and then push play when you're ready. Did you write 120 centimeters? Perimeter equals 48 plus 48 plus 12 plus 12. I just added up all the sides and I got 120 centimeters. It's really important that I put that unit of measurement behind it, centimeters. Number 2, find the perimeter of a triangle where the length of each side is 33 inches. You've got to think about how many sides a triangle has in this case. Pause it and push play when you're ready. Did you write 99 inches? 33 plus 33 plus 33 equals 99. So we have 99 inches because a triangle has 3 sides. Find the perimeter of this polygon, the one that's pictured below. Pause it and push play when you're ready. Did you write 86 meters? 41 plus 41 plus 2 plus 2 equals 86. Don't forget that unit of measurement afterwards, meters. Now we're going to do a practice word problem. I love these pictures, first of all. This is the Guggenheim Museum, and you can see the blueprint that he made. This is a circular building, so you can imagine that he had to measure the perimeter all the way around each of the circles to make sure he had all of the sizes just right. Then he built a model, and you can see that model below. And it's a good idea to build that, and then you can take the ratio and make it a humongous real building, which he did in that picture above. You can see it. Turned out pretty cool, didn't it? What is the perimeter of the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. if each side of the building is 1,453 meters long? You're going to have to think about this. This takes some problem solving. How many sides would the Pentagon have? It's a real building. Pause it and push play when you're ready. Did you write 7,265? Ooh, what did I forget? I forgot to put the unit of measurement. One push-up for you tomorrow. It should have said meters afterwards. 1,453 plus 1,453 plus 1,453 plus 1,453 plus 1,453 equals 7,265. Maybe some of you just went, if it's the same number that I'm adding up 5 times, I could multiply it. 1,453 times 5 and get the same answer. And you could have. It's time to challenge yourself. Mr. Wright's student was finding the perimeter for a triangular-shaped garden. He told Mr. Wright that the garden's perimeter is 48 feet. Is he correct? If not, what was his error? What is the actual perimeter of the garden? Show your work in your flip journal and come back tomorrow to check it. This one may catch even those of you who generally get them right. Really pay attention to all the details. Finishing up, I think perimeter is something you did in 4th grade. This should be pretty easy for you. The key to remember is that perimeter is side, side, side. You're adding up all of the sides. If you're still at a 1, though, write that in your journal. If you're at a level 2 in your learning, you've almost got it, but you're still making some mistakes, write that down. And if you're a 3, you've got it, you're ready to try some more challenging stuff, come back tomorrow and we will try that more challenging stuff. Perimeter, wow, you have completed lesson 12-3 on perimeter. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.